achieve a presence with the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad without tafakkur, without being and entering into that cave of rahmah and mercy. Then Allah gives us now an understanding for the people who want to be from the people of the cave. And so we cast a cover of sleep over their ears within the cave for a number of years. I think last year we talked also that why Allah is describing now from the characteristics of Ashab al-Kahf that Allah casted a cover like a parda or hijab upon their ears. Doesn't it seem like for somebody called sleepers of the cave that Allah would cast something over your eyes? How do you signify sleeping and hearing? So it means there must be a reality within that reality. That Allah is drawing to our attention the importance of hearing and the importance that your eyes are a window to your soul. But more important than the window to your soul is the door to your soul. Means that's why we described in tafakkur, in contemplation and meditation, that Allah has given permission to the shaykhs that when we meditate and do zikr, they have an authority from Allah to begin to pull the energy of somebody's soul from their ears and can summons them to be in the presence of that zikr and that reality. Because there's an immense importance in your sami, the one whom hears. Your ears are the door to your soul, and Allah is directing our attention. Because again, remember, the logical would say that we covered their eyes and they became sleepers. But why would these immensely important example of sleepers of the cave, Allah is giving you a hint that we cast a cover over their ears and then they slept. Because our life is about the importance of these ears. If these ears are not submitting and this understanding of these ears are not understood and not under contemplation, we don't understand the effect of what's happening with our ears and our soul. But shaitan knows it, and that's why every bad sound and every badness now is based on here. That shaitan can contaminate and destroy the soul by its hearing. Means that what the servant hears, that becomes now the talk of energy, vibration and now manifestation. If shaitan wants to destroy the vibration of someone's soul, and if you destroy the vibration you destroy the manifestation of its light. Beatific light vibrates very beatifically high. If you take the vibration down and low and filled with bad words, the illumination of the soul is crushed and then darkened. And as a result the destruction of the soul is more powerfully destroyed by the ears than by the eyes. So shaitan's first attack is going to be by ear. When we understood that, what Prophet asked of his nation, be from samina wa atana, be from the people whom they hear the call and they hear the command and labbaik. We heard and we are the first to hear the command of Allah and we are present, because He's drawing our attention to the immense importance of your soul's door and your ability to hear. Safeguard the hearing. That these sounds and musics, they're not random. These sounds and lyrics, they are not random. They are on the attack. This is the battle from Dajjal against the destruction of humanity. And those whom are trying to safeguard their humanity and safeguard their presence for the arrival of Sayyidina Mahdi then they must be aware that the battle level is on the ears. And that with shaitan, if he has access to somebody's ear, he has access to their entire soul, their vibration and then into their heart. And that's why the waswas, that's why the listening, that's why they listen to everything. They follow anything that anyone is saying. They find this one, that one, this one is an authority, they listen. And what shaitan is doing is by entering into their ears, he has their attention. And that's why Allah described for us, for Prophet because he's the exemplar of beyond imagination, that don't say to Prophet to listen to me. Why? Because the ears and hearing is only for Allah. Again stressing, the ears have to submit to Allah, and when they're for Allah then they listen to Prophet. When they listen to Prophet then they follow the ulul amr, that's it, they don't listen to anyone else. The advice of anyone else is not something that they are going to bring into their ears, enter their heart and then begin to affect their entire understanding and being. So there's an immense stress on the importance of hearing, and that shaitan is battling for the hearing of insan so that to waswas, to whisper, to guide, to create doubt. and to create every form of difficulty. And that Allah is directing for those whom wish to be from Ashab al-Kahf that you must have trained your hearing. And that's why when we say that our form of meditation, the tariqah form of meditation, is never in silence. Your biggest protection for your hearing is to put on salawats. So when you meditate you put on the nasheeds, the naat and salawats, and this is your greatest protection, never silent. So when somebody is asking questions of over analyzing, maybe they're meditating in silence, but there is no silence, there is absolutely no silence. Any void of salawats will be filled by shaitan. As soon as you think you reach a place where you can be silent, you're really not silent, you're sitting alone with shaitan. And as a result shaitan will begin to whisper in your ear every problem of your life, every issue will begin to come, and that's when you know you're sitting with shaitan. So there is no silence. If the ears can hear reality they would hear the immense praisings of the angels upon Sayyidina Muhammad. Everything from malakut is all salawat on Sayyidina Muhammad, and that is the greatest energy and the greatest protection. So then the